Good morning, children. Let's start the class. In my previous class, we have discussed about transitive verb, and today we'll discuss about intransitive verb and the verb with incomplete predications. Okay, children, let's start with intransitive verb. First of all, when we read something, the question raised in our mind, what is that thing? Before starting intransitive, it is needed to know that what is intransitive verb actually. If a doer or a subject does not pass over the action to the receiver or an object, it is called intransitive verb. And in another way, you can say that if the action denoted by the verb does not pass over from the subject to the object, it is called intransitive verb. The question is, how we will know that the given part of the sentence after verb is not an object? Because it is necessary to recognize an object to find out transitive or intransitive. How we will know that the part is not an object? For example, I will say you few sentences. First is Hari is scolded bitterly. You can see here that here the question is how. Hari is scolded how. And we have read earlier that if the question will be what and whom, then the sentence or then the verb will be transitive, because an object answer only the question what and whom. And here the question is how. Second is leaves fall in the autumn. Leaves fall when? In the autumn. Here the question is when. Then we shall stay in the hotel. We shall stay where? Here the question is where. You can see that in three of these sentences, the question is how, when and where, not what and whom. It means there is not an object. And when the sentence has not an object, the verb is used intransitively. Most of the verbs can be used in both ways, transitively and intransitively. It is not necessary that if a verb we are using transitively, we cannot use it intransitively. Most of the verbs can be used in both ways. For example, we can take some sentences. He broke the glass. You can see here that broke is used transitively here because he broke what? The question is here what? The glass. But in second sentence, the glass is broken. No question is arising here. So it is intransitive. In second example, you can see that he burnt his fingers. He burnt what? His fingers. It means this sentence is transitive. He burnt with shame. How he burnt? With shame. Here the question is how. It means in second sentence it is used intransitively, but the verb are same, verb burnt, burnt. Verbs of incomplete predication. Now, hope you all understood what is intransitive verb. If the sentence is, if the verb is not passing over to the receiver by the subject, it is called intransitive. Now we will see the other topic, verbs of incomplete predication. This topic is very important in transitive and intransitive verb. Let's see what is in this. Before starting this, we will see some examples. Ram sleeps. You can see here Ram sleeps make a complete sense in itself. But if you will see second sentence, Ram seems happy. And if we remove happy from this sentence, Ram seems, it sounds incomplete. It needs anything or any word to make it complete. So we will write here something to complete it. Ram seems happy. Here we have added happy, and now this sentence is complete. You can see that sometimes the sentence complete in itself, but sometimes it needs some words or some group of words to complete itself. That is the verb of incomplete predication. Means verb of incomplete predication usually express the idea of being, becoming, seeming, appearing, etc. Because the verb of incomplete predication in these words, we need something to make it complete, make the verb complete. If the word or words add something to explain about subject, it is called subjective complement. If we need to add something to say about subject, it means it is subjective complement. But if we need to add something about object or predicate or verb, it is called objective complement. In both way, if we add subjective complement or objective complement in the sentence, the verb is called verb of incomplete predication. The verb which requires anything additional to complete its meaning. Here this is the definition, you can say. The verb which requires anything additional complete its meaning is called the verb of incomplete predication. Now to make it very clear, let's see some more example. Pussy is a cat. Pussy, who is Pussy? A cat. Here a cat is used to complete the meaning of Pussy, to make something additional for Pussy the subject. It means this is a subjective complement. And is here the verb of incomplete predication. The man seems tired. How the man seems tired. Tired is an adjective, you can see. And seems. What I told you earlier, that being means is, are, was, were. Seems, appears, belongs. All these words actually are verbs of incomplete predications. They need some word to make it complete. Here the man seems tired. Seems is the verb of incomplete predications. The jury found him guilty. Found here is the verb of incomplete predication because the jury found him is not making complete sense. It needs some word. The jury found him what? Guilty. Means found is verb of incomplete predication. She appears pleased. How she appears? Pleased. The verb of incomplete predication. Exercise makes his muscles strong. Here additional word is strong. The verb of incomplete predication. You can see here in all these sentences that there are intransitive verb and transitive verb both. So the verb of incomplete predication can be used in both way, intransitively and transitively. Okay children, hope you understood the whole thing. Now subscribe my channel, like and comment on it. Okay, thank you.